All right, guys. Highlight of the day. We had a reversal I could talk about, but I'm not. I'm going to talk about something earlier on our MBO stuff, and that is you had an iceberg. That's his dark green line. Market has a big seller. That's that red box right there. You can also see it down here, red box, green line. That means there's more buying than meets the eye. We don't know exactly how many until it gets filled, ends up being 500. All we know is that there's more than meets the eye on the buy side. We do also know this red rectangle shows aggressive seller. And usually what you get in an iceberg is when they appear and a big seller, they're going to run away from it. But it generally becomes a magnet to draw the market. Now, I'm not going to get into detail why it's a magnet. I've talked about that in other special webinars, but the fact that it draws it back down to it, gets through it, which is at least temporary bullish, and it is. It pops. When it gets, not when it gets through it, when it gets through it and comes right back above it. Temporarily bullish. If it gets through it and keeps going, at some point, it becomes a price that could create continuation, which it does. So it's not just recognizing the order and then orders around it. It's also being able to create a unique price to the market that if you can get below it, you could create some continuation to the downside. If you get below it and come right back above it, you could create some continuation to the upside. So it's not anything that you could say like now, it's when it's happening. That's called real-time analysis, which guess what? Is the time that you have to trade in the real time. And being able to read order flow by understanding the order types that make up that flow and then asking yourself the right questions get you to the right answer. Everybody looks for the right answer. They don't know the right question. When you pull these order types up and understand the right questions to ask, put yourself in a position to not feel like you're guessing, to pick better locations, to see a seller get stuck, to see a green iceberg buyer become a magnet, to see it fill it and then come right back above it, to see it get through it and have some continuation. All that stuff is order flow 101. It's not taught. You could go through many, many YouTube videos and many, many channels, and you won't hear that kind of explanation because it all swirls around the one most important dynamic of trading, and that is following other people's positions and therefore emotions. Good luck, guys. Stay safe.